What's up, guys? This is Andy with Vest Pocket Management. I'm here with Philip Tysenn, a.k.a. the 808 Baby. What's up, my guy? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well. Well, we are sponsored in this episode by Joshing Cocktails, a cosmically inspired craft cocktail. Please drink responsibly. We're going to crack open a fresh one. So our little Zoe called it our ASMR moment. Yeah, we'll see how that sounds. Whoever's neurons are firing on that one, this one's for you. So
Mine didn't like
fully crack.
work open.
You know, every once in a while I have to get my thumb in there. Did it pop at all?
I got it. Top came off.
Here, we'll flick the tab too.
I got it.
Cool. Whoop, whoop. You want to grab it? You want to toss it? You think you got it? Really? Oh, I wish y'all could see that off frame. Oh, my goodness. Who knows if that'll stay in shot, but it's their blueberry ginger beer with vodka base and a hint of basil.
It's pretty good.
Oh, no, can't forget the lime. The ginger beer and the lime is the good combo.
It doesn't even taste like a beer.
No, it's within the ginger beer is that more spicy additive that gets added to a drink, not a ginger ale. So that's what gives it that crispness. And then the blueberry as well as the lime and the basil kind of come in all together and hold that little bass note to it. So it's more lies within the seltzer category as a ready-to-drink vodka. So, cheers.
Cheers.
So, one of the first things that I want to know is truly, how did the 808 Baby name come about? Because little backstory, my first wife and I, now divorced, we're separated now, but our marriage was on 808. So we're bass heads as well, and so I'm even wearing my 808 Rollins. Which is based off the Roland TR-808 synthesizer. So we played some homage to your name as well, but how did the 808 Baby name come about?
So my parents, they actually met on 8 in 88.
Oh, wow.
And when I was born, I weighed 8 pounds and 8 ounces.
And that was, dare I say, divine providence. It was something that you can't make up, right?
Yeah, so...
and then have you always had, because 808 being the synthesizer, and now we have 808 Day, and it's grown into something more than anyone could imagine other than just those two dates. When did you start getting into music?
Well, music, I've been in music pretty much my whole life. When I was a kid, my uncle, he used to play like every instrument. And he used to take me to like these, like there's like a jam band circle where everybody would just pull up a chair and had a different instrument,
right.
And everybody would just like play along and like would just create like all different kinds of songs, and it was pretty crazy like experience. And just from that, I started playing all different kinds of instruments as a kid. I started playing like the flute, I played the saxophone, the drums, keyboard. Pretty much like everything that I could try, I wanted to just see how I could do it, you know?
Did that, has your knowledge in those instruments ended up in your music as well?
A little bit, yeah.
Cool.
Pretty much, I want to get some instruments and like record myself and put those samples in. But like nowadays, like instruments are pretty pricey, so it's...
Right, always are. And I had my original setup was an 88 key Yamaha and a Roland Juno G. And then at one point, for a little bit of time whenever my performing career, I had a Roland X1, so the guitar.
Oh, nice.
And so we always have our nice little inventory sometimes. It makes a difference when you record something instead of pull a sample or having a good synth or something else helps too.
Oh, for sure.
Cool. I enjoy hearing the 808 Baby name, and we both have a cool tie to it as well. I've done a little bit of multi-instrumentation as well, and to have that knowledge really helps when building tracks. So another thing that would be cool to know, for especially for our viewers and even fans of your art as the 808 Baby, beyond what you do whenever you're playing or producing, what else do you do? What are your hobbies? All that stuff.
Well, right now, I do a lot of fishing and been growing microgreens on the side.
Cool. I've seen all the videos, and of course, if you get into the algorithm too much, you'll find something a little wild. But that's something that's always interested myself, and then my partner as well. Is what does the microgreen process look like? That's a cool thing to know.
It's pretty easy, like from seed to like to harvest. It's like 7 days.
Wow.
You don't really need any lights. You can grow them all in like dark spaces.
Do you end up?
So,
I've seen little like Tupperware setups where you like poke holes in it. Is it yours something similar, or have you built like more of a more enclosure for it?
yeah, for now that's what I have, but I want to expand it eventually and get something bigger.
And so once it grows, you harvest it. Do you add it to your sandwiches? How do you implement it in your day?
So you can do different things. You can do that, use it as garnish, or you can juice it.
Cool.
So,
And what have you found the most effective?
so far, juicing. I do a little bit of juicing here and there.
So it's like similar to a wheatgrass shot, right?
Yeah.
Cool. That's really cool. It's you'll have to show me maybe some of the plans on how you designed it. Well, we can. I'd love to test some too. I've got a rabbit in the family in human form, so having salads are a good thing.
Yeah.
Beyond microgreens, beyond fishing, anything else that's been super fun for you lately?
That's pretty much it. Other than just making music, I got a lot of new songs I've been working on.
That's awesome. It's the reason we're all here, right? So let's hear about that too. What are you going to be slinging for us here soon?
So I have a couple of songs that I did for this competition that I'm in. It's called the Bass Battle.
Cool.
So
And so it turned out well for you, huh?
so far it's so good. I think there's like 35 producers left.
We're crossing our fingers for you. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So
So slinging a couple of those tunes as in the pocket stands. We always love some unreleased, something that Shazam won't pick up. We'll find a couple of those in here too.
oh, for sure.
Awesome. I'm super excited about your set you have for us. Really getting to air out some new tunes on our system, the Rude Boy Rig. You got to hear it. One thing that we got to be introduced through Hum Collective, a place out of Jacksonville. That was actually our first deployment outside of the room you're in right now. And so it was really cool that you got to be a part of that. Our friend Philip was able to produce the side stage outside for our fire performers and individuals at that event. So if you ever need a little side stage with some extra sound, hit up your boy.
Yeah.
He's got a setup as well. Do some shameless promotion for you.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome. But that's how we ended up meeting. He then kind of found us through some of our old friends and new friends, VO and Instrumec together. So we're so glad you reached out. Excited to see how your songs get aired out. We're going to power up the Rude Boy here in a moment. What are you most excited about in your set that you're going to be showing us? Is there tracks that you want us to be looking out for, or anything that you're really keen on?
Well, like I was talking about earlier, I have a few different versions of a lot of the new songs I've been working on, with a lot of trying different vocals out and seeing like what I feel like works better in different sets, and also to be able to play different sets, but like kind of the same music, but like playing it differently, I guess. So if I'm at a festival, I can play like multiple sets and people not be like, oh, it's the same stuff.
Describe to me what one of those version variations look like. So what would be, when I'm looking at a track, what would be the difference between V1 and V3?
Mainly would be just the vocals. So mainstream vocals versus just a couple of like clips that I would throw in. just because like a lot of the mainstream vocals get flagged off SoundCloud, and you know you can't really like post those or anything. So I mean they're fun to do, and you know it's all part of learning. You know,
Right.
so
And those are the ones you get to play live. Those are the ones you get to play beyond something we get to stream on the web. It's something you can play where someone can take a live clip on Instagram and say, oh my goodness, this is the only time I'm going to hear this track. There's been a few times in my experience, heck, listening to Girl Talk, Greg Gillis, you can only hear some of those tracks live. You hear some of Zed's Dead's new tracks. His Imagination one with John Lennon and Willy Wonka. They can only play that live because that track has so many flags on it. There'd be so many people after them, so they get to air it live because no one can track them down after they air it out. And you've got so many different fair use policies whenever you air it out, just on a stage rather than on a web series. So. We'll get to hear some of those. Guys, check out the 808 Baby live if you want to hear some of these unique edits. He told me about a Duval one, so if you're a Jacksonville fan of the 808 Baby, head out there. You may be able to hear some of those nice little Jaguars reference too, right?
yeah.
So let's power up the Rude Boy rig. Let's see what we got for the 808 Baby. Let's go in.
Sounds good. Let's get it.
Discover what terrors lurk within the sea.
feel good.
Misunderstood, done bad shit to feel good. Reputation ringing out in every hood. Misunderstood, done bad shit to feel good. Reputation ringing out in every hood. Misunderstood, done bad shit to feel good. Reputation ringing out in every hood. Out in every hood. Misunderstood, in every hood. Misunderstood, dun 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 dun. Now in every hood. Misunderstood. Now in every hood. Misunderstood, done bad shit to feel good. Reputation ringing out in every hood. Misunderstood, done bad shit to feel good. Reputation ringing out in every hood. Misunderstood, done bad shit to feel good. Reputation ringing out in every hood. Out in every hood. Misunderstood, in every hood. Misunderstood, dun 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 dun.
What's up, guys? After that session with the 808 baby, Philip, awesome set. We do now have confirmed that it is an all original set. Can't find anything else from just him. That was just a pure set through and through. I really do enjoy your sound design, how you tie in your songs together, not to mention how they sound. So you have, whenever you tie into your name, the 808 baby, I think back to the synth, right? And so a lot of your drum patterns, sounds, they do have this revised, almost retro feel, this vibe that it is classic but new. And so I really do enjoy it. So fantastic set.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I know you're wearing a particular shirt. I recognize the brand. It's Producer Dojo, our guy L Gates. So you've learned a little bit from our guy up there. Tell me about that experience and how did it affect your sound? How did it direct your sound even?
So I joined the Producer Dojo in 2020, I think. But I've been in it for a little bit. Yeah, L Gates is pretty much like, he's a pretty good teacher. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results that I got from the school. Like, he does a lot of one-on-ones, and he'll get to what you need worked on, and he'll like send you off and to do what you need work on. And it's like classes designed for what you need, you know. So it definitely helps a lot for sure.
That's awesome. To have something tailored for you is always key. We've all been schooled in America, right? And we usually feel like we get placed in a box. So to have something that's so designed for you and said, this is what this producer suggests for you to head your direction, I think it's fantastic. So Producer Dojo with Ill Gates, great brand, something to really key in on. So it's a little promotion. So when you dive into Producer Dojo, I know you say that he's really helped you key in those areas. What are some of the things that you go through when you enter? I know one of our other peers, VO, he had worked with a similar, label that helps producers. What does Producer Dojo really help specifically with you that really helped you at that next level?
So what really helped me was when I did a collab with Ill Gates. I sent him my version of the song, and then he had it mastered. And then when I got the mastered version back, and I was like, oh, okay, like I see a lot of things that he did, and it's like, it kind of like point me into what I was doing or what I wasn't doing that I should be doing, which was like adding like reverb in a lot of certain places. So like that's a lot of things I do now is I'll like just test certain things and just hear how it sounds with reverb, and it's probably one of my favorite things to do is just throwing reverb on something to see how it sounds, if you can make it sound a little bit better, you know.
Oh, yeah, putting it into a different space, having that right filter on it can make the big old difference, right? So, what is your has been your favorite plug-in for reverb? What's been your best way to apply it?
I use the stock plugin for reverb, so you know.
And do you?
Nothing gets any
It's
better than
the age-old question: Ableton or FL?
Ableton. I actually started out with FL and didn't really feel like I was getting anywhere with FL Studio, so then I switched to Ableton back when Live 9 was out. Mm-hmm. That was my first copy of Ableton.
And we're all the way in 12 now. They're trucking along, so
yeah,
that's awesome.
It's like 12.12 or something like that.
So many iterations.
Yeah.
We gotta take a moment and talk about our sponsors, Josh and Cocktail. You've had a sip of it. We've had our Cosmic Tale this evening. How's it been?
It's really good. I definitely recommend it.
It's for me. It has a nice little smooth taste. I like something that's a little complex, but I did some craft cocktail bartending in my past, and so I like something that has something that's unique. Blueberry, ginger beer. It's a good vibe. So.
For sure. It definitely tastes pretty good.
Awesome. It's thanks for playing with us to be on this particular episode. We're going to hook you up with some Joshing merch, so I hope you enjoy that.
Thank you.
So if you could share one cheat code you could share with any producer, songwriter, what would it be?
Probably every company that sells sound packs or sample packs, if you email them and just ask them for like a sample or a demo, they'll send you like a sample demo of a bunch of sounds.
Oh my goodness. So would it be like whether it be a synth sample or a pad loop or a drum loop, just something, if you ask, open mouse, or what do they say? They say closed mouse don't get fed, right? And
exactly.
So if you just ask, it happens, huh?
Pretty much.
What's been your success rate on those?
I mean, pretty much every company that I've ever messaged and asked for, they'll send you something, and I'll check it out. And if I like the sounds that I hear, I'll end up buying like a sample pack from them, or, you know, like then I'll end up buying something because it's like I can actually test what I'm going to buy before I buy it.
Check it out. No kidding. So, guys, here it is from the 808 Baby, a nice little trick of the trade. Email those sample companies. You might get a little treat. So, beyond Producer Dojo, for you as an artist, I know we had talked a little bit earlier off camera. You were talking about submitting your tracks to labels. One thing that I would love to hear that I also think that our viewers that are also producers and songwriters would like to know, what has been your best steps with communicating with and sending tracks to labels?
So, like, the main thing is you just got to stay on it, you know. Like, a lot of things can get lost in the back and forth, you know. It's just, you know, always keep your eye out. You got to check your emails, like, every day, you know. You never know when you're going to get an email and you got to respond to it. So, it's like, just stay on it, you know. You'll get a bunch of no's, but, you know, for every 10 no's, you'll get a yes, and it's all about just the yes that you get, you know.
Absolutely. And I think you really did key on something huge there. It is a numbers game. There will be so many people that you want to shop that track to, but it takes really trying multiple times, time and time again, to get that yes. And so it's congratulations on continuing to persevere. And that's what the big thing for a lot of artists. They'll get like one no and then be like, man, I'm done. You know, so to continue on through, shop those tracks, guys. Record labels will love to hear it, right?
For
and
sure.
So that's what makes a big difference. So beyond that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to In the Pocket. It was myself, Andy. We got Philip, a.k.a. the 808 Baby. Thank you so much for coming on to our show. Thank you for playing a set with us.
No problem. Thank you for having me out.
It was so much fun. And again, thank you again for Joshing Cocktails for sponsoring this episode. We had some fun sipping on it. We had some fun showing it off. Check it out within several states. I believe it's over 30 plus that you can get it shipped to. They also have some cool merch and great events to come later this year. Key in on that one. This, again, Andy with Vest Pocket Management. In the Pocket. We're signing off.